Hey guys, welcome back to Dust Bath Beauty. I have a skincare review for you today, which I hope you'll find interesting. First and foremost, I'm going to let you know if you hear some like walking around and jingling in the background or snuffling. I have a new corgi. He is a rescue. He has only been with us about, this is his second full day, so 3 days. And yeah, so he's a little insecure, so he has to be in whatever room you're in. So if you hear him, his name is Landy. Hi Landy, how you doing? And that's what's going on there. I swear there's not like people sneaking around in my room here. Okay, what I'm reviewing today is a skincare product, a serum from SK-II. That is the bottle. It's kind of shiny, so you may not be able to read it. It's the RNA Power Serum, which stands for Radical New Age Essence, even though it's not RNAE. Doesn't matter. Radical New Age. I will admit to total dorkdom. I first saw RNA and I thought like sciencey, like RNA, like DNA, you know, like genetic code, and I relate DNA, RNA to reading Jurassic Park in 8th grade biology class. Because I don't know, it was some sort of integrated program where they're like, we're going to combine English class with science class and we're going to read about concepts. I think we read Andromeda Strain too. So yeah, it was a very Michael Crichton-esque class. But anyway, so I'm sure most people know what DNA is, that double-stranded genetic code that we all have. RNA, I think, is similar, like it holds genetic information, but it's a single strand. I don't remember all the details and what, like, how one works versus the other and all that. But anyway, long story short, I'm a dork, and that's what I thought of. And I'm like, how did they put RNA in a serum? No, it stands for Radical New Age, you know, just like it says on the bottle, which there it is. I don't know that it can focus. So it is a facial serum. So I had to look it up on Sephora because it doesn't really tell you when in your skincare routine to use this. It just says place one or two full droppers of essence into your palm and smooth evenly onto face. So, I looked it up because I'm always confused whether you moisturize and then use serum, or some serums are kind of like double duty, and this one is by itself. They make a cream that goes with it, but I don't have that one because let's be upfront, after I've been sitting here going blah 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 dinosaurs, I did not pay for this. I received this as part of a Buzz Agent campaign. I think it's just Buzz Agent now. They tell you to pronounce the U even though it's not there. I've done reviews for them before. It's basically a website where you sign up, you take a bunch of surveys, and they match you with like products that they want you to review and talk about. This one they actually just want reviews, but they sent me a $195 bottle of skincare. I'm gonna make a video. I mean, hello, of course I'm going to make a video on this because it's interesting, and they sell it on Sephora. When I got the invite, I hadn't heard of it because I don't pay that much attention to skincare, because I usually find what works and then stick to it because my skin is sensitive and picky and annoying, and it's been extra annoying recently, which I will get to. But anyway, so yeah, this is a serum. It has a dropper, and it wants you to do full droppers. So you actually use a significant amount, and it comes with, how much is in here? 1.6 fluid ounces. So you actually kind of use a lot considering it's an almost $200 price tag. So that's the consistency. So you use 2 full droppers. That's a lot of product. It takes some rubbing in to get this on your skin. I should have had a tissue available. I think I have a makeup wipe. But, you know, it smells, I don't know, it just has like a skincare-y smell. It's kind of fresh, not really floral or food. It just kind of has, you know, like, I don't know, does that make sense? Like just kind of a clean skincare smell. It goes on pretty well. It does not, the good things about it is it did not make my skin angrier. So what I did is I started using this along with my usual cleanser and my usual moisturizer after, because I don't think I got to that. You use it as a step in between. So you use a moisturizer with that if needed. I guess if you don't use one normally, then you probably don't need to add it. But it's supposed to minimize pores and give you like a smoother appearance. And then the more you use it, it's supposed to have a longer lasting effect. It's supposed to have an immediate effect when you put it on, and then as you use it, it's supposed to sort of, I don't know, build up or whatever. So I used it. I usually like to, for new skincare, I like to give it about 2 weeks, because I feel like 2 weeks. I used this one for 2 weeks. I'm getting confused. I usually like to give it about a month, because I feel like most things don't really show results for a full month. And I'm like looking at my hand for no reason because there's nothing on it anymore. I usually like to use products for a full month. I only use this one for 2 weeks. I'll get to why. I used it for the first week, and the first day, like I said, my skin is sensitive, so it stung a little, like in this area, and that is normal for me. I usually have, like, just on application, like, it didn't make anything red or bad, but it did have a little bit of a sting, and that on my skin is very normal for new skincare. So, and this actually went away after a day, which to me says is pretty good for sensitive skin, because often it takes several days to a week for my skin to get used to a new product. So, unless it's like really super gentle. So I think this will work for most people and still work if you have a more sensitive skin type. Otherwise, my skin is combination, so T-zone, super oily right here, and a little bit down the chin, and definitely across the forehead. And now I'm messing up my hair. Come on, hair. So yeah, so here's the thing. I have a before and after picture from a week, and I think you can tell it's a little firmer and a little smoother. And I think it would have continued, except after about week 2, I started having some really obnoxious dry patches, which I will admit I have been battling on and off this winter, but it had been a while since it had been a problem, and it's getting warmer here and a little bit. We've had some wet weather, so it hasn't been super dry where I live right now to begin with, so it's kind of weird for me to get dry patches. But yeah, I got some really bad, like, scaly, like I had to exfoliate to get it on, like right over here by the mouth and up and through the cheeks. So basically like to the side of my T-zone on both sides and a little bit up here. And which is weird to me, because that's right by my oily zones. If I get dry, usually it's towards the back regions of my cheeks, but usually it's closer to really oily and then normal. But so for me, it seems kind of weird that I got dry in my oily patches. Like, I mean, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, and I don't know if eventually my skin just had a reaction to it, or, you know, it was a combination of the air, but I just had to stop using it because it was getting worse, and I was having to like exfoliate every day, which was making me redder, because I have a cleanser that has a gentle exfoliant that you're supposed to use every day, but I don't really like exfoliating every day because I just don't think it's that good for your skin, because it just peels the layers away, and, you know, I have sensitive skin and that can get irritating. So, and eventually I was just using a very soft washcloth to just kind of, when I put cleanser on, just go around it, and it eventually made it better. But yeah, after I stopped using this, about 2 days later, it cleared up and didn't keep coming back. So I don't want to completely fault the product, because I think there's definitely an environmental sort of like my environment, sort of an impact here, as well as that my skin can get really sensitive. But I do think it's odd, the location that it got dry. And I mean, it was really bad. It was scaly dry. Like, you could, if I tried to put makeup over it, oh, it looked worse. It made more sense for me. I could do a little bit of powder by the T-zone and then try really hard. And I was starting to add like extra moisturizer and, you know, like smoothing primers and primer oil, trying to get it to just go on. It was not going on. So for me personally, I would not spend $195 on this. Now, might it work for other people? I suspect it would, because the immediate side effects, that makes it sound horrendous. The immediate results were promising. I thought maybe it was going to work. I was kind of like, oh crap, a $200 skin product. Really? Really? I need that in my life? Ugh. Because I'm made of money, right? We're all made of money. Every one of us, we're made of money. But I think this has the potential to work for other people. I would look... Smile. It is cute packaging, but so I feel like you have to use a lot of it. So I'm not sure how long this would last, which is another thing, is I would have liked to use it all month to see if it was gone by the end of the month or if it lasts longer, because I'm more willing to pay more for skincare if it lasts several months, because when you kind of divide the cost month by month, then it's not so bad. But if I have to spend this much money every single month, I don't know. And it's kind of funny because it never really tells you anywhere what this radical new age essence is. So, I mean, there's an ingredient list on the box, but I mean, I don't know what this is. There's water, something I don't know, glycol, glycerin, and then a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, this should be really smoothing because it has dimethicone in it. Where's the dimethicone? So there, so about a third of the way through the product list with glycerin and dimethicone, it should be really, really smoothing. I don't know what all the other chemicals or essences or whatever do, but those two alone should have a smoothing effect overall. And I think it started to, but for whatever reason, my skin didn't like it. So for me, this is probably like a 2-star product, but I suspect it'll work better for other people. Like I said, it's going to be whatever skincare is worth to you, whether or not $200 is a reasonable price for the amount. Just because of how much, 1 to 2 droppers, you saw how much that was on my hand. That was huge. That wasn't like, you know, usually when you get like skin oils, it's 2 to 3 drops. That is a ton of product you use in one shot. So that's a factor. So I'm not sure. It's definitely a luxury product in that sense, because I don't think this is going to give you, like, it's not really value. Although if it works for you, then it might be worth it and have value in that way. So that's pretty much what I think about the SK-II. It's 2, right? That's Roman numeral 2. See, I don't always know. I hate pronouncing things and figuring it out, because, you know, there'll probably be someone on there going, no, it's SK-II. That sounds like spitting. SK-II. I'm a Dilophosaurus. Gosh, I'm weird today. Okay, so moral of the story, it's expensive. I think it has potential, but it's not for my skin type. So I hope you found this interesting and or informative. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye. All right, so the product P words. Can't pronounce them today. This is like the 3rd time. I can't do it. I cannot do it.